Air France is widely regarded as a premium airline, but within Europe, is that true?
And that's why we're here at Edinburgh Airport to take Air France from here in Edinburgh over to Zurich via Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. Let's go.
We start this trip early morning at Edinburgh Airport.
That's handy, the check-in is right in front of the front door. So yeah, we're in Sky Priority, so let's go get checked in. Perfect, thank you very much. Cheers. We got ourselves the tickets. Now let's go through security and see if we can get in the lounge, because we're on the first leg in business class. As I said, we're in Sky Priority, so let's see if we can get into the lounge. Through security, and I think you'll agree, Edinburgh Airport is packed. I looked up on my phone, Air France uses the Aspire Lounge, so let's head over there and see if we can get a coffee and a bit of breakfast. Hi there, how you doing? I'm okay, thank you. Perfect, thank you very much. That was great, cheers, thank you.
In the very snug Aspire Lounge at Edinburgh Airport, there's plenty of food and drink options available.
Okay, so one thing I have also noticed is I got an email yesterday saying the flight was going to be delayed by 15 minutes. But on the board here, it says that the flight is actually on time. So people have changed their itinerary, pushed themselves back 15 minutes. I'm not sure if there's going to be people late for the flight or people miss the flight. I'm not sure the communication is the best, to be honest. We'll need to wait and see. Everything may turn out fine. I obviously get to the airport so early just in case anything does happen. But yeah, it's just one thing to consider. And it's actually one of the things I would recommend is, even if your airline says the flight is going to be delayed, turn up for the original time, because yeah, it may still go on its original time. Yeah, these things happen, unfortunately. Okay, we've had a sit down and had a coffee and some breakfast. Let's go to the gate. Great, thank you. Cheers. Now we've got to go to gate 28, which is right at the end of the airport. Always end up at remote gates, me. Okay, looks like the delay that they said was going to happen isn't happening, because pre-boarding has already started, so don't know what's happening with that. And now it's boarding. See, why put out a delay when it's not delayed? I don't get it. The plane arrived yesterday. Hi there. Okay, thank you very much. Cheers. Okay, get on board Air France's business class on their A220 over to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Let's go.
Getting on board Air France's A220, the seating is in a 3-2 layout.
Here we are then on board Air France's A220 in business class. I've got the bulkhead seat 2A. It is got a lot of leg room. I'll just show you. As you can see, there is plenty of leg room. So yeah, I can't complain about the leg room. And because of business class, this seat here is blocked out, which is one of the reasons I love the A220 for regional business class, because it isn't a 3 rule. If you sit on the left hand side, it's a 2-3 setup. So the seat blocked out next to you makes up for not having like a bigger seat, because you don't have to climb over somebody to get out. For business class, I think it's better. So yeah, we'll see how the flight is on the way over to Paris Charles de Gaulle.
There is also a tray table, USB power, and Wi-Fi is available on board. Pushing back from the gate, the crew perform the safety demonstration. And personally, I feel a safety demo should always be done before pushback, especially on an A220, so that we can properly hear those iconic engines. But sadly, the noises were drowned out by the tannoy. Taking off out of Edinburgh Airport, we begin our 2-hour flight over to Paris Charles de Gaulle in France.
Okay, we have taken off now out of Edinburgh Airport. Flight time to Charles de Gaulle should be about 2 hours. The crew is coming around with some breakfast. It looks very nice, to be honest. Very light. I do like a light breakfast, and of course Nora had something in the lounge, so this looks like the perfect meal for me until we get down to Paris. We're gonna get tucked into this. Well, I'll tell you something. This is delicious. For a light breakfast, it's absolutely delicious. The croissant is so good. Yeah, I can't complain with that. That is fantastic. I would have that almost every morning if I could. Also, the crew have come around with coffee, so cheers. Okay then, here we are, Air France's A220 in the bathroom. It is an extremely spacious bathroom for an A220. I mean, I can move around and there's a vanity mirror, there's amenities. As you can see, it is very, very, very clean. Can't ask for more. But anyway, let's get back to our seat.
Getting back to my seat, we were beginning our descent into Paris Charles de Gaulle. Just quickly, if you're liking this video, then why not go ahead and subscribe to stay up to date with all my travels. And don't forget to hit that bell icon.
Thank you, merci. There we have it then. Air France on their A220 in business class. What did you make of that? Personally, I thought it was really good. There were some bits that, as I said, the delay thing, that need to be improved, I think, just for communication-wise. But overall, for a regional flight, it's a really solid product, and I can't complain. It's definitely something that would make me want to fly Air France sort of long haul. Who knows? But anyway, we've got about a 3-hour wait here before our next flight on Air France or Amelia over to Zurich, and that's an economy. So we'll see how the economy product is. Now we need to go to Terminal 2F, I believe. I'm not sure where that is. I haven't been through Charles de Gaulle that much. I think I've only been through here twice, so yeah. 2F. Heading in the right direction, but a bit of a long walk it looks like. Now I know recently Charles de Gaulle has won quite a few awards for being one of the best airports in Europe, or if the best airport in Europe, but I mean, it's fine when you're in one terminal. The terminals are well laid out, you can get around. But from getting from one terminal to another, it's not the best setup, but that's just my opinion. My opinion might be completely worthless to you. But yeah, that's just my opinion. It's an alright airport, certainly not the worst, but I wouldn't have it as the best.
In the terminal, I thought I'd try my luck with the Air France lounge. With that failing, I decided to grab something else to eat and drink.
Looks like the only lounge available is the Air France lounge, and I flew in on business class, but my next leg is an economy, so I can't get into the lounge as my next flight is an economy, so got myself some coffee and a croissant. So I'm gonna go find somewhere where I can charge my phone, do a little bit of work on the laptop because we've got time, and eat this. So sat down here, got my phone on charge, and got my coffee. Got 3 hours to kill, so I can charge my phone, do some work on the laptop, hopefully get this week's video edited, and then we'll be landing in Zurich. Anyway, I'm gonna have my coffee and my croissant and then do some work. And then we'll be on the flight with Amelia. Again, I've never heard of this airline. I looked them up. They don't have that many planes, and they mainly do charters and things, so we'll see how they are. It's meant to be an Air France product, but I'm always not skeptical, but cautious when it comes to third parties giving service for full flag carriers. It's hit or miss. I've had some good experiences and not some so good experiences. So we'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. Anyway, gonna have my coffee. Yeah, this line.
It's here.
Okay.
You can just your boarding pass. It's over here.
Thank you. I was too busy getting held up messaging fans there. I didn't notice that we'd started boarding. Let's get on board then, Air France or Amelia. I'm interested to see this aircraft.
Getting on board Amelia's A319, the seating is in a standard 3-3 layout.
Here we are then on board Amelia. I'll just show you around the seat real quickly. It's a little bit worn, but legroom wise, it's okay. There's no underseat pocket, as you can see. It's a typical A320, A319 seat. For a 1 hour flight, can't complain, can you?
As it turns out, there would be things to complain about on this flight, but for now we are pushed back to taxi our way out to the runway for takeoff. Taking off out of Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport, we begin our 50-minute flight over to Zurich in Switzerland.
Okay, we have taken out of Paris Charles de Gaulle. Flight time to Zurich should be about 50 minutes. It's not a long flight at all. I'm not even sure if there's going to be any kind of service at all, so yeah, it's just a case of gonna head back and try and get a little kip.
Once in the cruise, it turns out there was a meal service, which consisted of a complimentary sandwich and the smallest coffee I've ever been served. Sadly, however, I was slightly put off by the sandwich, as I was noticing how filthy the cabin was. It honestly doesn't take much to clean a plane. This level of filth isn't acceptable to me. Thankfully, the flight wasn't too long, and we were descending into Zurich. You may have noticed we had to peel off for a go-around. The captain said it was due to wind, but passing over the airport, it was clear there was another reason. This Delta was already rolling down the runway. Nice one, Delta. Safety first. However, this go-around means we get another great view of the Swiss countryside coming into land. Landing into Zurich, the reason I was here for this trip was already waiting, the Swiss A350. I was on one of the first flights of this aircraft on its first day of flying. My video on the Swiss A350 is already out if you want to go check it out.
Thank you. Well, I was just going to do a typical review of the flight, considering the, you saw there, the state of the cabin. But we had a bit of fun in the end, didn't we? We had a go-around. I think that's the first go-around that we filmed for the channel. It was quite an interesting one. Said it was bad weather, but as you saw from the footage, you can make your own conclusions to that. The weather was very windy, so could be that, but it could be maybe a bit of a mistake. But it goes to show once again that even if an airplane isn't in the best nick in the cabin, the people up front, they're qualified. They know what they're doing. And that's why statistically air travel is one of the safest forms of transport and has been for many, many years. I always feel, even after things like that, feel safe getting on a plane because I know the pilots, they won't risk it. So, Amelia, Air France. I could at this point rant on about the state of the cabin, but I won't. Got service, which I wasn't expecting on a 55-minute flight, and safety came first. So I've got to give credit where credit is due. But anyway, we're gonna go get to the hotel now.
If you've made it this far into the video, then why not consider becoming a Patreon or a YouTube channel member? It all goes into making videos like this one, plus you'll be getting access to some exclusive content.
Hi there.
Alright, we are
very
here
much.
24/7 in
Okay.
case you need anything.
Perfect,
Alright,
thank you.
Dominic?
Which way do I go,
So
sir?
just follow that corridor pretty much until the end.
Okay, thank you. Cheers. So, as you might have been able to guess, I'm in a hostel, but it's a pod hostel. Yeah, it's cozy, but it's a pod and it's enclosed, so I'll just show you around quickly. Yeah, it is cozy, but it's nice. It'll do for one night. You got your controls down here with power sockets, so you can use a laptop. And the place has a bar, restaurant, cafe. It's all 24/7, so yeah, gonna get a snooze now, then go and do more work on the laptop. But yeah, what do you make of this? But not a lot of you thought I would stay in places like this, but I regularly do. It's to save money. I prefer to put all the money I can get on screen, onto the videos. But anyway, people, you let me know what you thought of Air France and Amelia down below. And if you did enjoy this video, then you should check out this video here. And as always, people, we will see you all in the next one.